Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Bree.
What up, man? It's Chosen on the beat.
And you just pulled up to the chop shop.
What up, Miss Bree?
What's going on, Chosen?
Shit, man. Chilling. Ready to get into this talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, season 2.
Season motherfucking 2.
Season 2, 2024.
2024, man. Summing up our 2023. We did what, eight episodes?
I believe so.
Yeah, 8 episodes we did. Only because we started in the middle of the year.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we're getting back to it. You know, we're a little late doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
okay.
life comes, you know.
Shit happens.
You know what I'm saying? But we here now.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? We here now.
We back at it.
Yeah, so what's popping?
So, all right. So, let's do a little recap then. A little bit of 2023. Towards the end, some shit went down.
I'm going to drink on 2023 real quick.
2023. We need to pour out some liquor for 2023. 2023 was a little bit of it was a difficult end of the year. You know, right before Thanksgiving, right before the holidays. We discussed a little bit. I took care of my grandmother and stuff like that. She ended up passing just about a week or so before Thanksgiving, which that was difficult. But I did have the love of my family. My kids came in town and stuff like that. You know, I cooked up a nice little meal. You know, so that was helpful. But we just laid her to rest, literally like a week ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I guess there's a you know, a little bit of a wait list to get buried right now. So
in Arlington, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
she got buried in Arlington.
In the National Cemetery. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying that was difficult. So it was like I never really got a chance to kind of get over it. So that towards the end of the year was difficult, you know, and then we had our own shit that we were dealing with or whatever with the businesses and stuff like that. So
yeah, man, you know, like, you know, we had a studio, you know what I mean? We started the podcast and
right.
And then, you know, we took a big L with the studio, you know, ended up getting a lot of things stolen, you know, from all of our equipment to podcast equipment, you know what I mean? So
exactly.
we decided to shut the studio down.
Yeah.
For now, you know what I'm saying? We're not giving up. We just have to. When you have two big L's like that, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you got to regroup. We got to figure out what the hell is going on so this shit doesn't happen again. Had to clean house. Had to just kind of regroup and try to figure out what the best steps for us are. So me, Bree, and my partner, you know what I'm saying? We just decided to let's figure this thing out. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a devastating blow because at that point I was going to give up on everything. You know what I'm saying?
I know we couldn't have you do that though.
You know, I mean, we asked that question before. Like, when is it time to quit? Like, when do you give up? You know what I mean? And it just seems like every time I try to give up, the universe tells me not to. It's frustrating because I'll be ready.
There's your answer.
You know what I mean?
There's your answer.
People come out the woodwork, so you can't quit. You know, this and that, or you know, it's just random thoughts or random passages you see on the internet or something. Yeah. I don't know. You know,
no,
maybe,
it's it all. I
don't know if Facebook is listening and says, "Oh, no, we gonna."
Oh no, yeah, they listening.
You know, what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but you know, we wanted to give up, but it doesn't look like that's going to be our path. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know,
the podcast just got put on hold based upon that, and from obviously that family death. We ended up just beginning of this year. I lost my dog too.
The little thief.
Our little fluffy girl. We showed her in one of our shows or whatever. So she unexpectedly passed. So that was difficult for the family, and it's just a little bit too much. Just like back to back, like a lot of tragedies. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's okay. We back at it. We're gonna be positive. So for 2024, we've discussed this. I'm not really big on resolutions and stuff like that, right? Because you've made comments to me before. And you're like,
man, every time I gave a New Year's resolution, then Facebook pop up a year later about what you said you was going to do, and then you realize you ain't did that shit yet.
Right.
That shit.
Or it's the same one.
Right.
It's the same one that you had
said.
The
same shit. That's just devastating, bro. So,
yeah.
I don't really want to, I don't know if I want to give New Year's resolutions anymore. I just want to just do them. But if I have to say a resolution that I'm going to do, and I know we're late, you know what I'm saying? I know we're in February and we're moving on. It's already February.
Okay, that's all right.
But
our tree's down, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, we got the trees down, lights out.
Down, yeah.
But I think for me, man, it's going to be just investing in me and my wife and my family. You know, I've for far too long, I have put my finances, my time, my everything, deny my family, deny my kids, my good friends, whatever the case may be, into certain people. And I'm not, I learn a lot, but those people don't, they're not you. You know what I mean? Like, I can't expect people to be me as far as my work ethic. You know what I mean?
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? And I keep getting, there's always a situation because it's like I have high expectations on what needs to happen, and it just seems like it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? We or people will take what we give them and they think they don't need us anymore, and they, which that's what they feel, or whatever the case may be, or they quit, or it just doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the whole time I should have been investing in myself, should have been investing in my wife or my kids or whatever. And I think that's going to be my thing going forward. I'm going to be selfish. I'm not going to be so accessible to people. People used to call me and I'd jump and do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, I want to get the job done. You know what I mean?
And you'd put us aside,
right,
whatever our
or I
plans
don't
were.
charge for certain things, or because it's like,
Yeah.
at this point, or I get too emotionally attached, like with my beats. I never really gave out my beats because I was like, man, I just don't want to. If I'm going to do something with somebody, I'm not going to charge them for it. We're going to work together. We're going to knock it out.
Right.
I know what artists go through when it comes to getting music and getting stuff out. It's just a lot of shit that they go through. But at this point, bro, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not in a disrespect, respectfully, just fuck everybody.
Respectfully, fuck you.
You know what I mean? Because it's
that's
like,
the motto of this.
That's it. Fuck you, pay me. That's just it. I'm not doing anything for free anymore.
Because everybody does it to us.
I'm not going to be emotionally attached to my shit. I want to start, it's just, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to start doing. I'm just saying, those are my things. I'm not going to be emotionally attached to certain things. I'm not going to do anything for free. My time is valuable now. And I'm just too big. I'm too big of an asset. I'm too big of an asset to be doing what I used to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And everything else is going into you. You know what I mean? Because you are the key to our success, Miss Bree.
Am I?
You are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I start listening to you, doors start opening.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn.
Listen, I'm just saying, I'm not saying the wife is the one that has the answer, because some women don't necessarily know, but I feel like if the woman's, or your other, your significant other has their heart in the right place, I feel like, and their intention is only for good things, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's when the spouse should, like, at least listen, hear them out, you know what I mean? Whether or not it's a good idea or not, you know what I mean? But I just think that I feel like that will be successful in any marriage. And in turn, I listen to you as well, you know what I mean?
No, you listen to me too long.
No. We still do what you want to do, but I say, I don't want to do this, or no, this is not a good idea. And you're like, what's going to happen anyways? So I'm like, all right.
But yeah, it's just time to put your dreams above everybody now. And we're going to focus on you, focus on this, focus on us, our family, you know what I'm saying? Because
it's not just my dreams, it's ours. We have the same
dreams.
We have the same goals.
You heard what I'm saying, though. I'm just saying, I'm just not going to, you sacrifice a lot for what I wanted to do in our whole entire marriage, especially when it came to the music shit, or the parties when I used to throw the high school parties that, what I'm saying?
But you know what? I never took it as a sacrifice. You know why? Because my husband's dreams are important to me. You know what I mean? Which includes, that's our family. So it's not like your intentions were like selfishly for only yourself. We would benefit from it if you were able to be successful in a lot of the things that you were doing. So I don't feel it's a sacrifice. Plus, I like doing it. You know what I'm saying? The things that you go into are like the music and stuff like that. I'm very good at. I'm not like the best at everything, but I'm very good at where things need to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? If like something's lacking there, I'm gonna go in there and pick it up. You know what I mean? So
what about you? What do you think if you're gonna have a New Year's resolution?
As far as New Year's resolutions, for me, I would say that I feel the same way about it with you, because as you feel, because things pop up and they'll tell me that I didn't do it or whatever. The only thing I really could say, I try my best to keep a list of things, so I can kind of check it off, my to-do list and stuff like that. But also I have goals for the year that I like to have, like I want to do these things. I would say the only things that really I haven't done, because my goals might change throughout the year, while I'm in the middle of something, but I really haven't had a chance to like learn another language, and I haven't learned the piano. Those are the things that I feel like every year I'm going to do this, but something happens and it just doesn't, it's not a, it's like not on my list of like things I have to do. You know what I mean? Other things pop up or whatever. New opportunities come through. So, but I feel like this year, what I want to do that is definitely 100% is I want to really go hard on this podcast and really like be on top of it more. And it's not like just a hobby to me. I really want to do this like legitimately. I feel like what we have to say is really different than what other people might say. You know what I mean? That's what I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our perspective on things.
I really do. You know, I mean, we're not going to satisfy everybody. That's not my goal. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just want to be able to say what I want to say and feel comfortable saying it. And like I said in the past, it's like almost like therapy for us. We have an opportunity to talk together and either agree or disagree, but we do it in a calm way. You know what I mean? I feel like we have to talk it out. Mm-hmm. So,
well, fuck, let's do this, man.
One of the things I want to talk about, obviously, is Black History Month, and a lot of shit has already like gone down. That's been very disrespectful. And one of the things that I noticed is that there was talks about reparations. Right? We're in California. Our governor, he's talked about reparations in different areas of California.
Every time the fucking presidential elect come in, they start talking about reparations.
Right.
They do anything to get a black vote. And I just don't even think they're ever going to do that shit. But whatever, go ahead.
Well, no, this is the thing that I saw was, so there's a dollar amount for reparations for, let's see here. Well, one's a SNAP program. Basically, I was kind of getting mad at it because it was like New York City immigrants were receiving like $53 million or some crap like that on credit cards. When I look further into it, I guess it's a SNAP program. So it's more like for food and stuff like that. It's not just like a credit card. It's like here, Visa, like, you know, go at it and get some clothes or whatever. It's more about things. And they can use it for not only food, but also toiletry items as well as like diapers and stuff that aren't usually included for SNAP, like food. So I'm like, okay, I really can't get mad. But it's also, they already were qualifying for it. It's just like additional funding or whatever. So I'm like, okay. And people that are, you know, U.S., you know, citizens or whatever, they can get SNAP also. But one really pissed me off, which was not in a disrespectful way to anything Holocaust or whatever. Obviously, like I'm very sensitive about that subject. But $183 million is being given by our government to Holocaust victims and their heirs, right? Which, that's great. However, the Holocaust victims, and like I said, not in a disrespectful way, that didn't happen in our country. Why is the U.S. government paying for those particular families, right? I'm not saying that they can't have that benefit, but then if you're going to be talking about reparations of some sort for victims, why aren't you providing it to those that were affected by slavery, which is pretty much every black person that's been brought into this country? Because the thing is that Black Americans, or even those that aren't even American that are brought here, majority of them, like statistically, were brought here not because they said, oh, let's travel here. You know what I mean? It wasn't like they were fine where they were at. So that's the part that kind of irritates me a little bit about why that's not discussed. And why is it, as you said, every year during election that it's just discussed, but nothing's ever done about it?
Yeah, man, it's just another throwing slap in the face for us, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, even if they don't even give us a bunch of bread, there's so many things that they can do, you know, maybe, you know, help out, you know, with housing, you know, buying a home or credit, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
it needs to be land. It needs to be land, personally. It needs to be something that can be brought, that can be generational wealth. And that's the thing, is that because everybody else, majority of people that came out of slavery, if you want to say, or those, the opportunity that was there, not of slaves, as far as people that in America, right? They had land, and then that in turn provided other things for other people than, you know, and I just think that, like, white people I'm talking about, not black people I'm talking about. So I feel like that should be what it should be. It was guaranteed 40 acres and a mule. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're not in that state of mind. We don't need a mule anymore, but that's not the point. 40 acres. What's wrong with that? We have plenty of land that we see all over the place when we travel and stuff. There's no just land just chilling there. And I just feel like if people say, well, I already have my land, I don't want additional land, you know, then they should be able to be able to have the opportunity to sell it then, you know. That's something that I feel like should be discussed.
No, I do too, because it's like, you know, we was in Virginia and we were looking at all the monuments and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
which was
exactly.
really dope. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, when was this built and this and that?
Oh yeah, the
like,
Washington Monument.
Yeah, and I'm like, started thinking about it. I'm like, oh, they didn't use pulleys. They didn't use any, what is it? They used only pulleys. They didn't use no cranes or nothing.
It wasn't
like
until
that.
further on.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, that was us. Mm-hmm. You know, not me. Obviously, I was born in a different era, but you know what I mean? Like, our people probably built all this stuff that, you know, is here. And it's, you know, you thinking about it, it's like, man, it's not even cool anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, and
what's the Washington Monument?
Yeah.
Therefore, well, it was slaves. I'm sure of that.
It has
you know
to
what
be.
I mean? Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like everything, we built a lot of stuff on the country, and the country hates us, and the system is designed to make us fail.
Right.
And people don't care. You know what I'm saying? The government does not care. No one gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I know it's like, it's almost like a light that just came on my head. I'm sitting there like, damn, bro. Like,
I know.
I never knew how to be an activist or pro-black, or I didn't even know if I had a voice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you see these things like, you know, like, for example, that mom who attacked her boyfriend for molesting her daughter,
right,
gets murdered by the police officer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She called the cops because he wouldn't leave, because that's the circumstance that you're talking about, right? Yeah, the one where
she called the cops. Hey,
was on a body cam
we called the cops for help.
Yeah.
Boom. Then we get killed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you guys so afraid? Why are you shooting to kill? You can shoot to wound.
No, well, that's the part on the camera, right? Because they had a body cam. All the officers were there. He went to go get his taser.
No. And he asked her for the taser.
Oh, he asked for the taser.
He said, "Give me your taser."
Okay.
Or whatever. Or use your taser. He told the other cop. The other cop put the other gun away and got the taser. And all of a sudden, he goes and shoots the girl.
Yeah.
And then the dude that was getting attacked, supposedly, like, why did you kill her? Why did you shoot her? Like, why are we doing this? And why is this shit acceptable? Why is it fucking acceptable?
Yeah.
And why is nothing being done by it? And why do people still, the people that do the crime are justified all the time?
It's always because they're
always
police
fucking
officers.
justified.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is why people don't like police officers. And again, I'm not putting this on all police officers, because there are very good police officers out there. Trust me, I've been in positions where I've had the blood of a negative police officer, and I had the mercy of a good police officer. You feel what I'm saying? So I've had the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say fuck all police. I'm just not going to do that, because it's not fair. Because when we get in trouble, we still got to call them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say that.
So
but
true.
It's like the motherfuckers that are foul, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I get that. And I just think that there's got to be something else that gets done. There's so much social media. There's so much people out there. There's so much everything now. There's lights being shined on it, and the needle's not even being moved. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they put some Black Lives Matter on the street, and they put a sign up. Cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when are we going to make some real...
When are Black lives really going to matter?
When are we going to get some fucking bread? Or when are we going to make some fucking differences, you know what I'm saying, to help us? You feel what I'm saying? Like, really, really, really help us. You know what I'm saying? Not just act like you're going to help us to get our votes or to do this, and then nothing ever comes of it. So, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm fucking mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. I was going to enjoy my whole thing in Washington, and then I'm starting thinking about it. I was like, dude, this shit pissed me off. And it makes me hate... I don't hate white people, but, dude, I fucking... hate motherfuckers, bro. I dislike these people.
I know, baby.
You know what I mean? And then you got these white people who are racist as hell, who try not to be racist, and they try to be, and they're just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Like family and shit.
Like family. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when non-black people use the word black and have the hard K at the end. Black. I don't know. I get triggered. I'll be ready to like fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I also don't think people that are non-black or a person of color, right? If I'm just primarily white, right? I don't believe that they should ever say anything about a person's hair. You know what I mean?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. like I have a coworker, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, we have this little chat at work or whatever, and we're bored or whatever. Well, she posted, and she's not black. She posted a picture of a black woman falling asleep and her wig falling off, and then hurrying up and putting it back on. And I'm sitting there like, it's like the first day of Black History. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I felt so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I just like,
you would ask me. You're like, right. Are you offended? I'm offended.
Am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? It was just like, you're not black, and you post that meme of a black woman with her wig falling off. Yeah, I just don't think it's fucking funny. I don't think it's fucking funny, bro.
It's not funny.
It's not fucking funny.
Yeah, and it's in a work setting. So it's not like it's just like it's a relaxed.
And I didn't want to get her in trouble, but I'm sitting there like,
because bosses are seeing this too.
I'm sitting there like, you know, I just put the little face with the straight line, like and then she DMs me and like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's cool, man. I'm not even tripping like that. But I just didn't want her to get in trouble. But I just like, nigga, y'all need to, like, bruh.
I know.
Like, I don't understand it. And then you got Travis Kelce getting praised for having a fade. Like, bruh, are you freaking serious?
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't make that up, bruh.
Well, I'll say that.
Shit isn't even it's an ugly ass haircut. Your barber's trash anyway.
No, but hold on. Let me just say this. It's not, I don't want to blame Travis.
It's his fault. No,
it's not his fault. No, it's society that isn't, they're not aware of it. You know what I'm saying? White people that aren't invited to the barbecue or whatever, you know, they're not understanding the culture. Now all of a sudden he goes to a black barber. He goes to, because they already talking about it. I feel he was on some show or whatever. I want to say it was Shannon Sharp. I don't know. Was it? I don't know. But they were saying like, hey, when you go to the barbershop, which person do you point to on the wall, you know? And you know, because he told you're going to a black barber, you're pointing to a black guy's haircut on the wall, because that's where he goes to. His wife or his girlfriend before Taylor was a black woman. So, I mean, not to say that that's what he looks like. I'm just specifying that it's not him that's specifying, oh yeah, it's the Taylor fade or whatever. It's society just now being aware. Oh, it's called a fade. Oh, that's what he has as a fade. I want the fade. I want the Travis Kelce fade.
You know how long,
so it's white people that's been around.
You know how long niggas been getting fades, bro? Shadow fades, skin fades. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tapers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been getting this shit since I was a kid in the 80s.
That's the ignorance of white people, because they just think that the only time that they've ever been exposed to it was when this person did it. So I'm not unless he said that, but I don't think so. I'm not discrediting him, but you know, because
why would they even fix their lips to give it to a white person when we know you've seen black people before?
No, but you're right.
You know what I'm saying? You've seen black people before, bro. You seen black people, you seen black rappers, you seen black, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not that, you're old, so you know the black artists that done this before. Nas, for example, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because white people. Okay, when I say this, like I have to say this specifically because people are gonna probably be like, you fucking hate your own race or whatever. To a certain extent, I do, but I don't. There's people that are white. Amanda Steele says it. There's people that are white people, and then there's people that happen to be white, right? People that happen to be white are a little bit more culturally aware of certain things, you know what I mean? And not as naive and ignorant to like the culture, okay?
Hold on. And then there's let me just interject. I know, because when you go to Ohio to see my family, you be so uncomfortable around the white people. You like,
I am uncomfortable.
Bro, it's fucking hilarious. I'm like, these are your people. You're like, no, not my people.
These are not white people.
For sure. All right, go ahead.
But then there's people that are white people, and then when I say this, it's not to bash the ethnicity, if you want to say ethnicity of white people, but I'm just saying the color of the white person. It's not that. It's just the stigma that goes along with it. Society. There's white privilege. There's things that the white person is the audacity that they believe that they are God in a way, right? And then they create everything. I'm not saying this is how all white people are. I'm just saying that's the stigma that when you say, oh, you got white person, you know, it's a negative part of it. And so I feel like that these, you know, football is an American sport. It's, you know, it's like, oh, you know, it's like very, I don't want to say country, but you know what I'm saying? It's like all American, you know, it's like how people felt disrespected when Kaepernick was kneeling. Like, how dare you, you know, kneel the flag, you know, but he did it because he's like, you know, he has his, we're not going there right now, but I'm just saying we know the reason why he did, but how people got disrespected by that part of it. So a football is an American sport, and I feel like they're like, oh, like the white person creates everything. They're not worried about anybody around them that's not white. They believe they're a superior race, right? Those are the kind of people that are the ones that are giving him that glory, the fate or whatever. That's my personal opinion. So,
and even what Jay-Z's talking about with the music, you know what I'm saying, at the Grammys, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
he's like, like get it right, you know what I mean? Like you got.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make
sense. You know, I'm honorary Beehive. Not crazy Beehive. I'm not attacking people with bees and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I do support Beyonce. I do like her music. I like who she is. Yeah. Not everything. You know what I'm saying? There's some things, but she doesn't get the work that she puts in. She doesn't get as much like credit for it.
Right.
If you didn't get to see the movie, but I didn't get to go to the actual Renaissance or whatever, but I saw the movie. And the amount of work that she put in and what she went through for that is phenomenal. Like, hands down, hardest working person I've ever seen do it.
For her not to have an album of the year?
It's just crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And why
don't they televise the hip-hop part?
Because it's minimal. Because Grammys are widespread.
I know, but it's for everything. Why wouldn't you televise the hip hop section only? Everything else gets televised.
That's why Will Smith boycotted it before. That's why Jay-Z boycotted it before. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like
because you know what's crazy is that the influence of hip hop is going mainstream. Taylor Swift is doing songs with Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it that you're not crediting, this generation with hip hop? It just hit 50 years. Right.
They had to make a whole nother Grammy just to get Jay-Z to pull up.
Yeah, why was it a black one? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a black Grammy, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be gold?
I don't know. I mean, it was cool. I liked it.
It was dope. I thought it was dope, but it was just
it was like specifically, and it was the Dr. Dre, which I haven't watched the Grammys in a while. Usually I like watch what's on TikTok or whatever, the actual performances. That's what I like. I don't like the in-between shit. But I never heard of the Dr. Dre thing. I want to look that up to see how long that's been in process. But I feel like that's kind of like the thing. They said that Beyonce's not going to pull up unless you give my man an award, or vice versa, right? And they were there last year because Beyonce did win with Megan, I think, right?
I don't remember.
Was it last year or the year before?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember.
I don't know. But I remember she won something. Yeah, it was Megan.
But I don't think Beyonce was there.
Yeah, she was there. Because she went up on stage and she was there.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was during COVID because she had a mask on, I remember, and she took it off to go up stage or whatever. So, but anyways, I feel like what he's saying is accurate. I mean, Kanye said it too. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like to be disrespectful towards Taylor, but it's like Taylor Swift, and I'm not discrediting this young lady or whatever. I like her. She's cool. You know what I'm saying? My daughter likes her and stuff like that. She's just like a bad person per se. You know what I'm saying?
I think Taylor's cool, actually,
I think she's a cool
I think she
cool
has
person.
She has no issues with. She's just like, I'm chilling, bro. And I like the fact that she supports everybody's music when she's at the Grammys. Yeah. She dances to everybody. She's engaged.
Any award show that she goes to.
She's engaged. She doesn't act like she's too good for everybody. Like, you know what I mean?
No, she stood up for everybody's performance.
I like that. That's pretty cool, bro. Like, she doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean? And she still does that. I don't think it's fake. I think it's actually genuinely giving you love, showing you support because she's an artist and she, I don't know. It doesn't seem fake to me. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, it seems real. It seems real. But I understand where Kanye came from when he said that. He's like, Beyonce had the best album of the year. Like, why is she not getting credit for that?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about her being black versus white. It's about art. It's about my art is doper than your art. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. I'm
not saying that Taylor Swift's not dope, but Beyonce is music. She wrote rights.
Okay, so we know where you're at. So what does Shannon Sharp say? He said that Taylor Swift moves the needle more than Beyonce.
She's white. She has white America, and she also has a little bit in because she does do music.
So you think he's right?
I think that sadly that's what it is. Only because, and then the reason. Remember, I told you this is the reason why.
You hear them? They're coming.
No, they're not going to come. It's not that she can't. It's that society won't let her. It's like they block her from getting everything. It's like nah. Oh, your husband's ex drug dealer and shit. It's like they oh, he cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Beyonce could have been, they always try to do the comparison. Oh, she's the Mike Jackson of whatever. Respectfully, Michael Jackson, like majority of these artists that are out here today would not be anybody without Michael Jackson or James Brown, because he literally looked up to James Brown as he was growing up as a young boy. So, but like Beyonce, like if Michael Jackson had the same, his mentality was very similar to how Beyonce is. Beyonce had been working since she was a kid too, and wants to be better every single time, because that's how Michael Jackson was. So, like, that part of it is ridiculous. I would never compare in that same category, more or less, Taylor Swift with the Michael Jackson as an overall entertainer. She does dance here and there, but I feel like she's just pushed into that. She doesn't do that. Beyonce can rap. She raps, bro. She fucking rap. Not just like the hip hop opera that she had on MTV a long time ago. Remember she was a rapper? She actually raps. You know what I'm saying? She sings her fucking ass off. She writes, she produces, she acts. Okay, don't attack me for that one. Not the best actress or whatever, you know. But everything else she does, and she's like creative director. She dances her ass off. She's a phenomenal dancer. She's push out a kid and come back and go and do it. You know, she pushes the bar. She's political to a certain extent. She supports the arts. She supports different categories of different things. She, you know, I just feel like
her acting. I'm gonna tell you something. She did good in Dreamgirls.
Oh, I'm not saying
Dreamgirls was fire.
I'm not saying that.
She did good and kind of did good in Austin Powers. I'm Foxy Cleopatra.
No, you know that's
the
cool.
Obsession movie I didn't care for. You know what I'm saying?
When she moving that ass though, that looked real.
But it was just kind of like, it's cool.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But and then all her movies for her music acting. That should be fire.
Oh yeah. Like when she does music videos, her music videos,
acting in that,
and she's lip syncing or whatever, she's giving you giving you
doing
drama.
Like a small movie in her videos.
Exactly.
Those should be fucking fire. The whole theatrical look, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
No, exactly, and that's
so
it.
Her acting,
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that people say this. Okay, I feel like Beyonce does fine. I feel like she could have she could have had an Oscar already. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer Hudson surpassed her in the supportive role for that, but that was Beyonce's year to get that fucking Oscar, and they took it from her. You know, and I don't understand that, because, and once again, please don't attack me, Swifties. You know, but I really feel like Taylor Swift she's not. Beyonce is like, you know, Taylor's like, she cool. You know what I'm saying? She's cool. I'm not saying that don't get mad at me.
No, I think she's dope, bro.
I
don't think she's just cool.
She's not a strong singer. She's not a strong singer, babe.
I don't feel like she's, just because my preference, but I like Beyonce better. So just period. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, because we're about to have an issue right
now.
No.
I just think Taylor Swift is better than what people say she is. You see what I'm saying? She's an artist. She's a writer. She's a producer.
I'm not discrediting her, but if you look at her as an overall person or whatever, I don't. She's okay. She's an okay singer. She can't take it to church. Beyonce can take it to church. Beyonce can sing her ass off. Beyonce can dance and sing. Taylor Swift barely can keep her breath and move around on stage. I'm saying as far as, if you're going to compare the two as far as the type of artist they are, Beyonce is the overall artist. All overall. She's the celebrity. Taylor Swift, I don't want to discredit. Please don't. She does way more shit than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as that.
She's a billionaire.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying?
She's a billionaire.
I'm not talking shit about her. I'm just saying.
Your preference in artists. This is what you prefer.
And it's not even about preference in artists, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint, if I were to not be a fan of either. Like, because I like some of Taylor Swift's songs too. I'm not going to talk shit about it. You know? I do think she has a very good penmanship. I do think she writes very well. But I also feel like her songs are just mediocre. I just respectfully, Beyonce is like literally like, oh shit, she says some shit. You know what I mean? She's almost a poet. Taylor Swift is like a haiku. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's okay to me. You know what I mean?
Well, you gotta understand too, people write for Beyonce too. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, they do. Taylor Swift, people write for her too.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. There's she's not just, I mean,
okay.
She does write majority of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so you don't agree. You agree it's like, because she's white. That's how I feel about Eminem. I just feel like Eminem is the best the way he is, because he's white. He has the white people. I'm saying?
No, I don't ever. You know how I feel about Eminem.
I think if he was black, I don't think he'd be as big as he is.
Agreed.
I just don't. Period.
Yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
Black History Month needs to be every year, every month.
No, Black History should be history.
History. Not just one fucking month here. We'll give these niggas 1 month. They be happy.
The short month.
Oh yeah, we'll just every year we'll talk about reparations and then they start voting for us and that's it. They don't ever do anything.
We'll give you Juneteenth now.
Listen, if every black person, if every black person was like literally boycott like they did with like back in the day, like don't fucking buy their clothes, don't fucking promote their shit, don't fucking do anything of theirs, and we start hitting them where their money is at, then I guarantee they start moving the needle for us. You know what I'm saying? Like if every black person, if we had the means to really like make a change, and we say, you know what, let's shut them niggas off. All the shit that we made Instagram dope. You know what I'm saying? TikTok. Our culture, TikTok, we did that shit. And we just said, all right, we're going to stop using everything of theirs and then figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Ride a bike to work. Fucking don't use the gas. Don't fucking buy their clothes. Don't fucking wear Tom Ford. Don't wear Gucci. Don't wear none of that shit. Create our own shit. Start just doing it for us. Go build our own fucking world or city and just have it for us.
Akon is.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious. Like, if we did some shit like that, I guarantee you the niggas was be like, and it can't just be 1 or 2 or 3,000. It got to be every black person in the world shut them niggas off completely, and I guarantee you that shit will change. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, oh, we need them. You know what I'm saying? Because they do need us. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
The music industry needs us.
Yeah.
The freaking, the world needs us. They need the black people. You know what I'm saying? And we just continue to let them. We continue to be consumers, buying everything for them. You know what I'm saying? You notice that the Chinese people don't live where they sell their shit at? You know what I'm saying? Or the Asians? You know what I'm saying? They go set up shop, liquor store. They go set up a shop with the nail stick. They go set up shop and do that stuff in our neighborhood, take all of our bread, and then go put it into their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? When we're just spending all of our bread with their shit. Well,
that's what Farrakhan said.
You know what I'm saying?
I told you about
you know
Farrakhan.
Saying?
That's what Farrakhan said.
Right. And it's just like, when I heard that, I'm like, bruh, he's fucking right, bro.
He is,
Like, what the frick? Like, we need a Malcolm and a Martin of this generation. You know what I'm saying? You know, like we need to rise up for real. Like, that's the only way it's going to change if we really want to make change. But I don't ever think.
Well, Dr. Umar, he says certain things or whatever. Sometimes he says some crazy shit, but you know, he hates me. Obviously, he hates our relationship. But
yeah, I know, man. I know. It is what it is. But I said I think the only way they change is if that type of shit happens. You know what I mean? And until then, I don't think anything's going to change ever. We can talk and scream all we want to until we really effectively make change. Until we get white people that have power to really do some shit, it's not going to happen. We can just talk about all we want to. So I'm done talking about it. I'm frustrated. This shit's making me mad. You know, to be honest.
Yeah, so happy Black History Month. But yeah, so I want to discuss that. You know, but. One of the things that I also want to discuss was Shaq was talking about never giving his heart to a woman.
Yeah, fuck them hoes.
Right? I want to say it was Shannon Sharp that was doing it. I don't want to keep just giving him credit, but I do believe it was him. He was talking to Shaq, and Shaq was like, yeah. He was like, no, I don't.
Uncle Shaq,
I would never.
Bro. I'm good. Leave my uncle alone. I'm doing this thing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. He said that. He's like, I don't never give my heart, never. And that's what he's like, because they throw it back in your face.
They do. You do. Y'all do. My dad even told me, don't tell your wife everything. Because you can't. You can't give your wife everything because you got to have a little bit, man. And
same with women.
Women.
We can't tell you everything. We can't tell you everything.
The thing about it is, me and you have grown to a point where I don't do that. I share everything with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because you're my rider. You know what I'm saying? And we've been there. We've done it. We've been through the mud. We've been through the fucking mud. The fucking mud, bro. You don't understand. Like, dirty fucking mud. Like, we've been through that shit. Came out fucking dirty and stinky and shit. You know what I mean? And washed off, and, you know, we're here. So this woman gets a lot more credit than most women that I would fucked with before in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a dope chick, bro. She's a dope wife. So I do kind of confide into you a lot more. Sometimes I don't want to open up to you because you do have a tendency to throw shit in motherfuckers' faces sometimes as I agree with Shaq. for the most part. I feel like we've been above that.
Okay.
But I do agree with Shaq. I think that you women really fuck niggas over.
I feel like it depends on the woman. That's fucked up to say.
No, every fucking woman, bro. It doesn't matter if a woman. If you tell a woman something, she will throw that shit in your face, bro. And the thing about it, she's like, "Tell me, baby, fucking talk to me. Tell me what your problems is. Oh, tell me, baby. You can tell me anything. What, nigga? What? You did what? What the fuck? You piece of shit. You ain't no good, nigga. You ain't no you a dumb up. You know what I mean? And you do that. I'm sorry. And
I
but
do
we
not
don't
do that.
I'm not saying
you need to be very clear.
I'm not
I did
saying
not say any of that.
I'm not saying women in general. You know what I'm saying, and they don't say nigga. I'm just saying from my perspective. But I'm just saying like y'all do that.
I feel like some women do that.
Oh.
Not all women. I do believe that at times. I think it depends on the relationship, like you said.
Oh.
Not all women, bro. I do think that the women. I could see where Shaq's been pretty much already been looked at since he was a kid. So he already knew he was going to be a basketball player. You know what I mean? They've been on him since he was in, middle school or some shit like that. So he already knew that. So I can see him not wanting to give his heart to anybody because at that point you can't trust him because he's going to be a famous person. You know what I mean? And too much information with him, he has to be closed off. You know what I mean? And I understand that. I respect that, but at the same time, I feel like you guys could be missing out on a lot of stuff just because you're holding your heart, you're guarding it too much. And the same goes with women. Women, the things that you're guarding because you're afraid to get hurt or whatever lashes out in men in general of whatever. So you don't want to. Something happened when somebody was a kid, right? Some type of trauma happened when you guys were kids, and then it hurt your heart. And the minute that you got hurt, a fence went up, and then that's it. And you have a rabbit pit bulls like around that heart because you don't want to ever feel that pain again. Whether it was a parent or a loss of something or whatever it was, or a girl or whatever you broke up or whatever, something happened, and so that's what guards men. Men are going to guard their heart. They don't want to ever get hurt again. Women, shit, we hurt once a month for a week, easy.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's your treatment
that's
for
my
disobeying God. So, if you wouldn't have fucking made us eat the fruit and shit.
We've already had this discussion. That's some bullshit.
Saying,
but anyways,
on y'all.
I'm just
y'all got what y'all deserve on that end. Anyway, so as far as
well, I wasn't present at that time, so I have the wrath of my ancestors, but you know what I'm saying? But regardless, I'm just saying, like, women go through a lot of shit too, and we are expected just to get over it. And I don't know if we all cope better, but we just deal with it. Men don't deal with pain. Men don't deal with being hurt.
We deal with it by shoving it down and not talking. That's
exactly.
What we do.
And saying you're not going to give your heart to a woman because you're fearful of.
No. I'm not going to open up all the time to a woman.
No, you're just you can't be like.
That's
just
what he said.
He's saying he wouldn't give his heart. He wouldn't give his heart.
I don't open up. I don't open up to a woman because when you open up to a woman, they use what you open up to them. When you talk to them about it, they use it against you. He didn't say give him my heart.
Okay. Well, he won't open up to a woman ever.
Yeah. I won't. You gotta understand.
So then a woman shouldn't do the same thing.
To be honest with you, I understand where he's coming from, but that shit has to stop at some point when you meet the person that you're gonna be with. When you meet your person. That's your person.
Yeah, but
in order to meet your person, there's gonna have to be some type of talk and open up. And
I think Shawnee was his person, and then he fucked up because he was Shaq. You know what I'm saying? He was the NBA player. He already admitted to it. He didn't go into detail, but he did fuck up on her. You know what I'm saying? He lost her trust, and he said that was a good woman. That was a good woman. I fucked up on her, and she didn't do anything but be a good woman. You know what I'm saying? And so he says, I take all the rap. Whatever. Now we don't know the whole tea on it or whatever, but that pretty much is what it is. Majority of NBA players, majority of football players, majority of you guys, they just cheat. You know what I mean? For the most part. So we expect
when they're younger.
That. Totally, yeah. When they get older, they don't usually. You know what I'm saying? Unless they got that mentality where they're like, I still get the pussy thrown at me or whatever.
I mean, like, where was it? Like, I think monogamy is impossible. You know what I'm saying? For some people.
Yeah, to a certain extent. But I feel like they just haven't found the right person.
We're not meant to be with that person. You know what I'm saying? We're not meant to be with one person. Like, no being
It's in the Bible.
It's with one person. The Bible
it's
says
in the Bible.
you have to be married. It does not say you have to be with one person.
No. One. So if you're talking about Adam and Eve, okay, the rib was taken from Adam to be, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Rib was taken from Adam to go in to make Eve,
a partner, right?
Exactly. So when you have a puzzle, you got one piece that goes here.
Bro,
That's it.
if Adam and Eve were the two people that made each other, aren't we all related? That's just nasty. I don't want to believe. Start thinking about that. There's got to be some.
What way to get off the topic?
I just thought about that right now. I just like, hold up. Adam and Eve supposedly made the whole world, so offspring. That's what I mean.
God is our father, right?
I don't fucking know.
He's everybody's father.
That's what I'm saying. This whole shit is weird. This whole religion shit is weird, bro. It's like it has so many different holes in it. It's like, how are you supposed to believe this stuff now? And then how are you there in the old times, but you're not here now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see you walk on water, homie. Like, pull up and walk on some water. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you pull up and walk on some water like you did last time? Why can't you come to my wedding and turn all the water into some wine or into some Casamigos? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you pull up? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you come with your angels and pull up and have a conversation? Like, why has it got to be a fucking mystery? Why can't we see y'all? That bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody else got to see you, so all of a sudden now we can't see you. Why is it over with?
You don't know. Maybe,
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe you have seen him.
They used to say we came from monkeys. You know what I'm saying? And then my pastor used to say, well, why are there still monkeys if we came from monkeys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I believe there's some truth in everything. You know what I mean? But I think this is like some made up shit too. You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to believe. It's really hard to believe it now. You know what I mean? It's really hard to believe it. It's like we gotta have faith.
God's word is supposed to not be interpreted any other way but than what He wants it to be.
Exactly. So the 10 Commandments: Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not fornicate. Right? He says you have to be married to have sex with a woman. You know.
Yeah. But
He didn't say how many women you have to be married to. You know, I guess in the Quran you can be married to multiple women or more than 4, and as long as you can treat each woman equally the same.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it says.
You know, and Solomon had like 700 wives and shit or whatever, and all these he was smashing back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I personally wouldn't want more than one wife. She's enough. You know what I'm saying? So I kudos to all you men out there that have multiple wives. That shit is ridiculous. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just.
But I also feel like, you know, not to be like to discuss the Bible per se. This wasn't one of the topics or whatever.
Let's move off of this real quick.
But yeah, because I don't want to get struck down or whatever. Because I'm not 100% knowing of all the information.
Right.
But I do believe that the way that some of the Bible is written is very male driven. So being that we come from that male time or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and
the women can't do nothing. The women ain't shit. The woman's your slave, master, handmaiden, serve the man.
Exactly.
I think that's the most bullshit thing in the world.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like, you know, when we look at things like that, and obviously we don't do sacrifices and stuff like that.
And can women have multiple husbands?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
See, that's the thing is
you know
that
what I mean? It's like,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and there's so many countries that still feel extremely, you know, there's a lot of countries that just let women drive a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like the women, you know, we had to ask, like we talked about this before. Women had to ask permission from their husbands to get credit in their name and all these different things. So, you know, when I hear stuff, I'm not saying anything negative per se about it, but I feel like it's very male driven, which means that's very dated. You know
very dated. I mean? Like the God needs to come and make some new commandments and change some shit up because that shit is for the I'm serious, bro. Let Moses or whoever you gotta guide them to the burning bush. Give us some new commandments. Restructure this shit because it needs to be restructured because this shit is dumb. You know what I'm saying? You talk about some before Christ type of shit. Our
Why
brethren,
are you cursing so much
because it pisses me off. God. It's like it's not realistic. It's like, yes, I want to believe in God and believe in the faith in what you've done. All right, cool. Now make it relevant for us now. We can't sacrifice a lamb. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. We'll go to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we can sacrifice. And it's like, well, instead of sacrificing a lamb, now you got to pay 10% of your tithes. Okay. So you made that. Who modified that part of it? When did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Let's modify this thing. Like, you come down, Jesus, modify it real quick. Let us all see so that we can get it modified and then we can follow it. You know, like, that shouldn't be very hard. But you're just popping up there. You know, sometimes I feel like we're puppets and he's all knowing. He knows what we're going to do. And he knows this and stuff like that. You know, this is what PK talking. I'm a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I have freaking, anxiety when it comes to this.
Struck down.
When it comes to this stuff, because, you know, you're forced into church as a kid and you gotta, you know, it's driven in your head, you know, and it's like, go to church. And
you see the religious side
and then
of
you
things.
see all the people in the church fornicating, and then you get older, and then you realize what the hell that was happening, and you're like, them, you know what I'm saying? And now you got all these pastors just fucking people and molesting kids. And
babe, we're not talking about this.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, I can talk about all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. How are you supposed to fall? Like, how are you leading us and you're wrong? You know what I'm saying? So it's just.
No, and see, that's the part that's hard from a PK perspective, is because you are, you know, it's not that you weren't given like a good foundation. I think that it's just that you saw, not that you're talking about your father, but you're talking about in general that you see other circumstances because you were in the church. You saw you saw the back side of things that, you know, that. And
I didn't understand it because I was young, right?
Completely.
I'm stupid, and then you get older, and you realize it. It's
sister, this was with this one.
Yeah, my whole walk is done, bro. Like, it's done. Like, I don't trust the church. That's why I don't go to church now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard.
It's hard to have that.
I don't trust that shit.
Yeah, and I understand. And when I got involved more and I started singing and stuff like that in church, you know, along with you and stuff, you know. And then it's not just for your dad's church.
I just miss my dad's church because I know he's not that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My pops wasn't that one to do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
but when he left and I was staying part of the church, that's when I felt comfortable. I felt whole. You know what I mean? I felt like closer to God that way. You know. And then
I missed that. Yeah,
and then when he left and we didn't have that, I tried to get back involved with the church and I started getting back involved. And then when I got involved back into it, it just didn't have that same feeling. Remember I told you that I was like, I don't feel the spirit here when I sing and stuff like that, you know, which is fine. Maybe I just you know, I just didn't feel it, you know. But then when I told him I had to leave because, you know, my grandmother got put on hospice. Mind you, she lived 4.5 years after, but I didn't know hospice usually is like 2 weeks and then you're done. I had just said, hey, I can't come back, and nobody ever checked up on me, you know, so that made me even feel like, okay, well, I wasn't even wanted here, so maybe I was right about my accusations of like feeling the spirit's not here. So, but I did like the pastor, you know, I feel like the pastor's word was similar to your dad's word. I feel like a lot, you know.
He was always so damn busy.
It was just, it was
like him.
He was a traveling pastor, and so he had multiple people that taught, but.
Too big of churches. I like the medium-sized churches.
Medium sizes, yes.
When they get too commercialized.
Yeah.
But anyways,
so we got off topic. We'll edit some things out of there. Maybe we'll see.
I'm not editing shit.
Oh my God. Your dad watches this, you know.
I know. He's going to call me and we're going to talk about it. We'll have him on the podcast so he can discuss it.
So, when I was talking about was, what I wanted to end with, I guess, more or less, was we were talking about, you know, men and like bro code, or you want to call it or whatever, or like men fighting women online, or not necessarily physically fighting, but like talking crap to, or even just like men, like, you know, they dated somebody that was a celebrity and now they're like kissing and telling and talking about stuff or whatever. I just feel like you and I were discussing about, when we were talking about Shaq or whatever, this man, I don't know even if it's true or whatever, but he basically said that he got paid $50,000 to have sex with Shawnee.
She was a house head.
Listen. She gonna be mad to the motherfucker when she see this, but at the end of the day is Shawnee O'Neal, she know what's up. I fucked her like 2 weeks before she got married to the pastor.
Oh
she
my
was
God.
like,
you gotta get her divorced. Stop it.
No, she told me, she was like, I need some good dick before I go down the aisle. I said, Crip, I got you. What you got for me?
Oh
she was
God.
like,
I got
no,
you.
listen, she was like, I got 10,000 for you. I said, that's not enough. When I pulled up, she gave me 50.
She paid him $50,000 before she married the pastor.
Yeah, before she married the pastor, and then also just one last time or whatever. And not to sit there and talk shit about this man, but I didn't find him the most attractive looking. He doesn't look like he had anything going for himself. And then she was like, oh yeah, and she bought me a Richard Mille, and like, for what? Like, she is a beautiful woman. She could get whoever she wants to.
Who is this nigga, bro?
I don't know who he is. But, you know, and then his girl co-signed like, yeah, and she gave him a Richard Mille watch and blah, 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 or whatever, you know, a real expensive watch. And so, they're like, well, where is it? Oh, it's at home. He doesn't like to wear that stuff. Like, why are you even giving this person the time of day? And why is this man even saying it? For clout purposes?
Bro,
just so you can talk about it and be famous? Like,
niggas who kiss and tell are fucking bitches, bro. Like, that shit is garbage. Like you need that much attention that you got to go on social media and start talking about somebody you smashed to get noticed. Like, come on, bro. Like, be a man, homie. Like, niggas not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? We not supposed to do shit like that. That's a female tendency. The gossip.
You know what?
Like that.
You know what's crazy is that females aren't even like that nowadays.
Oh, really?
No, people don't really. Unless that they.
Females are gossipers, bro.
No. Hoes want to talk about who they fucked and stuff like that. I'm talking about like real females. We don't tell people. We don't talk about we don't like to discuss it. And the reason why
I don't want nobody knowing.
I don't want nobody knowing who if it was good or not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like Doja had that one song and she was all saying like I heard it was the dick was good or whatever. It's like that. Like, oh, and she wanted to try it. You feel me? I love that song. But I'm just saying like you can't tell people, and especially I've always felt uncomfortable talking about our sex life with people in general. You have no problem. But I'm saying when I was dating you specifically, I didn't talk about stuff like that. Yeah, you didn't want to kiss
in public, bro. I'm like, nigga,
no, because I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about talking about sex life with
period.
Like my friends.
You didn't want to kiss in public. You didn't want to do anything. Like, you just are very reserved about your personal shit. Is what I'm saying. It's
not anybody's business.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying like I never told the homegirls about whatever did.
Right.
My homegirls always tell me about stuff that they did with their dudes or whatever. Right. And that's just not really my thing. You know, I'm not about to tell you what I got going. And not to say that I didn't trust them that they would try to fuck on you or whatever. But I'm just like, I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to tell my business with it. I'm not going to say anything, you know? And so, what? And that's the same way that you are. You should have been, but you did it. You tell everybody all about my stuff and everything.
What'd I do?
I'm not discussing
Who did I tell?
You told homies, oh, Bree's this and this and heard this and this and whatever. You talk about my business and everything.
Did I?
Yes.
Well, it was fire. I had to tell somebody.
Oh my God, but that's not the point. I'm just saying, like, you just don't, you're like, well, my boys ain't going to do anything. You're right. And I wouldn't, respectfully, we wouldn't do anything. But that's not the point. Some of these people, they just want to, they're looking for clout. Everybody wants to be famous right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like females really aren't saying shit. Like, I don't want to even do this, but, you know, I have to get the receipts because now you've talked shit about me. Now I'm going to show the receipts.
Right.
Now you say you don't know me.
Right.
When somebody found out about us or whatever, I wasn't going to say shit. But now I'm going to show you the receipts because you said this.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whereas dudes nowadays, they have rap songs like The Game talking about who he did stuff to and all this stuff or whatever. It's like,
all right, when the baby talk about he smashed Megan, I'm like, what's the point of that,
bro?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? That's just messy. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
like,
bro, like,
you know, and the thing is the type of person she is, she's not really gonna say anything about it. So most likely, even if it's real or not, but she's not going to. The best thing to do is really not to say anything at all. When somebody says something, be in a way that the world is, you just don't say anything.
I think that's just a whack ass shit. Even if
I don't even believe him. I don't even believe him. I actually don't believe him at all. So the point of it is, why is this person even getting a platform to speak, and why did it even get famous? Why did it even go out there? Was because of who she was.
Right.
And it just looks terrible. It looks tired. It just looks like disgusting. And then the fact that they're just looking like, I don't know.
There's a lot of dudes out there that do that though. They go there and tell everybody and go online and, oh yeah, I fucked that bitch. She a hoe. Why'd you fuck her then if she's a hoe?
We know a couple of people that actually put people's shit out, recorded shit, and then put shit out.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'll tell you.
Recorded and put it out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's lame.
She was giving head.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I don't know.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I don't know. It's all good. Leave it alone. I don't know.
Okay.
You're not going to say it. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you off camera. Anyways, I'm just saying people have literally recorded shit, put it out there. Now you're sitting there thinking. I know you don't. I know you fucking know.
I don't know. I'm not worried about it.
Okay. But I'm just saying, I just think that's just messy and tired, and I just don't like it. I think it's just trash.
Yeah. I think dudes that do that are whack. I think niggas is whack as fuck.
What about?
I think this whole generation of pulling my phone out and telling everybody what you're doing and how you're doing and who you did it with and or fighting online. I think it's bullshit. Like Jacquees go online and call Trey a bitch. You know how bitch you look doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's saying it to him.
You know what I'm saying? Jacquees or Trey Songz, you a bitch. You pull my hair out. And
then he shows the picture of the hair.
Show the hair pulled out. I mean, you got fake hair, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's bitch shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's light-skinned nigga shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't do that shit. You handle that shit on your own. You don't go online and tell everybody what the fuck happened to resolve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not what you do as niggas. You know what I'm saying? As men. You know what I'm saying? Like, we men too feminine nowadays, bro. It's fucking whack. You know? And then you got academics ass.
Oh, that's what I was going to say,
you know what I'm saying? He fucking teaming up to talk shit online about what was it? Risha. You know what I'm saying? Like Miami. Going in on her. I'm like, oh, you gonna let him do that? He was just instigating. I'm like, dude, you a clout chasing.
He's messy. Dude. But he's messy all the time. You know I mean, he says a lot of shit. He doesn't really talk. He talks shit about dudes here and there, but then he ends up having to apologize after he talks shit about dudes. So then he goes for the females.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk about a female, bro. Like, I get it if you're reporting news, boom.
Yeah.
But you over there arguing with a woman. Like, I think any dude that argues with a woman online is just whack, bro. Like, you can have a debate about certain things, healthy debate, cool. But you start talking, you know, and then
he's talking shit like he's
a
like
female, like you just fighting her, like you like fighting the girl, like you a man, bro. She's a woman, bro. Like, that shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get in if I were to get in a discussion with a woman, I'm like, where your husband at? I don't want to.
We've done that before.
I don't want to speak to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, not disrespecting you. It's just I'm a man. I don't want to be yelling at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know,
like that one time when you're like, hey, I need you to come up here because this girl's being disrespectful to me, and I need you to pull up.
Yeah, but regardless, I just think that men shouldn't do that shit, especially online. I just think this generation is kind of weak for this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody go to their phones and start talking shit, and fighting. Niggas be on fucking line. You what up? Talking to themselves. Fucking Soulja Boy. Nigga, you ain't shit. Nigga on fucking live just talking. Like, who are you talking to? Like, listen, link up for the fade. Like, I remember the niggas in back in the day. They go to the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
they don't say shit. You tell the homies, and the homies tell the homies, the other homies, and then you go there, and they're already there, and then the whole school's there.
You link up.
Hell
the fade. Like,
all you gotta do is tell one person one thing. They'll say, "Hey, this person wants to fight you."
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta even tell it on the internet.
Like, you know, everybody was like, "Hey guys, we're gonna be fighting over here." You know, and it's just like, bro, this whole generation is soft as fucking tissue. It's annoying. It's annoying, bro.
Yes.
You know, we used to drink from water fountains and shit. Water hoses and shit, and jumping off buildings and hurting ourselves. And,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Now niggas want to have VR glasses on, bro. I do not want to live in a virtual reality world, my nigga. I want to live in the real world. Like, what the fuck is wrong with us, man? All this, like, niggas is making bunkers and fucking Android fucking real AI fucking robots. Haven't we not seen iRobot? Like, it's destined to fail.
What happens, right?
Freaking Terminator. Like, every movie in the world has told us this will not work. And niggas is still trying to pursue it. Why? You know what I'm saying? I get robots, like machines that could do work faster, but a humanized robot to patrol and do this and do that.
They're doing that already.
You know what I mean? I know.
think in China.
Bro, it's crazy.
Or Japan.
We are doomed as a society, bro. We're doomed. This is going to get bad. Like, this shit is going to get bad. And then what scares me is because now you got freaking Elon Musk talking about he's making an underground bunker. And it's like, what are they preparing for? It's about to be a freaking solar freaking, it's going to be some nuclear bomb or something about to happen. They're going to kill off some more black people. And they couldn't kill us on COVID. You know, they didn't kill enough of us for COVID. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like, what else they going to do?
Honestly, I don't know. I would think that the reason why these people are doing stuff like that is because they have the finance to do so, and that we know that they probably know more than we know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And but also at the same time, it could be that they're just paranoid. You know, when you have that much money, which I could only imagine, right? Being some of the most the people. Mark Zuckerberg is also another one that's creating one. Coincidentally, he was trying to get that land in Hawaii, and then Hawaii wasn't going to sell it to him, right? And then that's when the fires happened and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm that's whatever. Look it up yourself. But he's one of the richest men in the world. Same with Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. So he'll probably be the first trillionaire unless something really happens to him. But he'll be the first trillionaire, and he probably is one of many things. He's probably very paranoid about it because when you're in that high of a financial world, and he didn't come into money, you know what I'm saying? So for him to be created something and he's like, oh shit, I'm sure he's very paranoid. He probably is around a lot of shit that he sees and he's like, he doesn't know how to act, because he's probably in situations that he's like, I say one wrong thing and these other people will take me out, because then he would no longer be the richest man. So, I mean, being that you have a lot of money like that, it does come with, there's power that's involved. But at the same time, it could be also something very scary that somebody could take it from you.
Yeah, I mean, if I have money like that, damn near, I'm growing my own food. I'm getting a farm. I'm getting an underground bunker. I wouldn't trust anybody. I'm getting a whole fortress. I'm going to prepare for what's about to happen to myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have to we have to become millionaires so we can break this generational curse so we can get our family straight, because like we're gonna have the zombie apocalypse, some kind of apocalypse is gonna happen.
I'm probably not gonna want to live in the U.S. though. I probably want to live someplace
I
else.
just hope that shit don't happen to me, my whole kids, my whole bloodline dies, and then that shit can happen afterwards.
Your whole bloodline? Yeah. It won't, because our kids will have kids and then continue.
They can't have no kids. They're gonna no kids, no more kids. It stops there, because this world is just terrible. We shouldn't bring any more people into this crazy ass world.
Oh my Lord. Woo, now you got all these conspiracies. We're going to get flagged for conspiracies that we discussed.
Well, I mean, it's real. It's life, man. This is what's real life is happening.
It's
not virtual reality. They want you in this fake world so you can't see what's really fucking happening in the real world. You know?
I can see that.
Like, for real.
I can see that.
And once again, The Simpsons, like you showed me the other day.
I showed you.
They already freaking said it was going to happen.
That was 7 years ago or whatever.
Because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man.
All right, well, to summarize this, I mean, we discussed a lot. We're just getting back at season 2 here at the Chop Shop. But, stay tuned with us. We're going to have more guests and stuff like that. But right now, we're just getting it in with Chosen and Miss Bree. Stay tuned for, I will say, next week we're going to have another one?
I don't know. We'll see.
We don't know. That's bullshit. We're coming out.
We'll see.
We're trying to have it once a week. So, stay tuned. We'll see you next time at Chop Shop. Thanks for pulling up.
Thanks for pulling up.
Skirt.